This is the University of South Carolina College of Education mileage reimbursement information presented by Clinical Experiences within Gamecock headquarters. Thank you for becoming a University Supervisor and SCTS 4.0 evaluator for a USC College of Education teacher candidate. Your work is invaluable to our mission of preparing future educators for entering their own classrooms. This video will walk you through the process of receiving reimbursement for your travel to schools to conduct observations and evaluations during the academic year. So, who can receive reimbursement? USC College of Education faculty, staff, adjunct employees, and graduate students who are not based at school sites are eligible for mileage reimbursement. If you are a school based USC adjunct or PDS liaison, you cannot claim mileage. There are a few rules you must adhere to in order to receive your mileage reimbursement in a timely manner. The first is you must alert your Gamecock headquarters clinical placement coordinator at the beginning of the semester if you intend to submit a claim for travel reimbursement. The contact for each program's placement coordinator is available at the end of this video. Next, mileage forms must be submitted to your clinical placement coordinator no later than 5 p.m. on the last day of classes for the semester. Third, you must include your home base on the clinical experiences mileage form, which we will go into it in a little bit. Speak with your program to determine what your home base is. Some programs use specific campus hubs, and others request that you use your home address. If you are an adjunct employee, you will need to use your home address. The university will only reimburse travel of over 10 miles one way from your home base. If the route to your school is 10 miles exactly, you will not be reimbursed. It must be more than 10 miles. Be sure to log the exact mileage. For example, if your GPS says it's 10.4 miles, write 10.4 miles on your form. Please do not round up or down. You should include mileage to and from the school, both ways. Don't short yourself. You can only claim the shortest distance between your home base and the school, regardless of whether or not that is the route you took. Even in the event of road closures or detours, the university will generally only accept the shortest distance. And finally, you may only claim travel from your home base to the school and from the school back to your home base. If you are assigned to more than one school, you cannot log the travel between schools. If you have questions or need clarification about this point, please contact your clinical placement coordinator. The Clinical Experiences Mileage Form. This is the form you will need to submit your mileage for reimbursement. Your clinical placement coordinator will send out a copy at the start of the semester, but it is also available on our clinical documents site. You can find the URL at the end of this video. Please ensure your address listed at the top is your home base. For adjunct employees, this is also the address where your reimbursement check will be sent. Here is a basic example of how to fill out this form. First, enter the date, then use your home base city. For this example, we'll use Columbia. Then enter the school you traveled to. Let's say PHMS is 20.4 miles from campus. That is the one-way mileage. Then for the next line, you will enter the same date for the return trip and enter the information in reverse. Let's go over the timeline for reimbursement. The first day of classes is the deadline to alert your clinical placement coordinator of your intent to travel for that academic semester. Failure to meet this deadline could delay the reimbursement process. The last day of classes is the deadline to submit your mileage form to your clinical placement coordinator. 2 to 3 weeks after the last day of classes is the average timeline for faculty and staff to receive reimbursement. It's usually direct deposit. 2 to 3 weeks after December 15th for fall and May 15th for spring is the average timeline for adjunct employees to receive reimbursement. Usually, it's a paper check in the mail. Here are your Gamecock headquarters contacts. Associate Director Roy Blakeney is the contact for secondary and middle level programs. Jenna Poole is the contact for early childhood and on campus elementary programs. Jess MacArthur is the contact for Palmetto College Elementary and K 12 programs housed in the College of Education. Additional documents, forms, and information is available at the Clinical Experiences document catalog, which can be found at www.tinyurl.com/USC Clinical Experiences Docs. Please don't hesitate to reach out to your coordinator if you have questions or need any assistance. Thank you again for serving as a USC University Supervisor.